come with me on my journey as I declutter our 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom 1960s home. Today's objective was starting at least one cabinet in my kitchen. I knew I would need a space to set all of these glasses, so I decided to move the microwave. Of course, in doing so, some dust and grime was revealed. So of course, I gave the space behind the microwave a good scrub down. Okay, so here it is, everything that was shoved inside this cabinet. As you can see, I have an overabundance of cups as well as random art supplies and old knives in here. Since I knew I was going to be throwing away glass and knives, I went ahead and double lined the trash can. Once upon a time, these were the only 2 knives that I own, but since I bought a new knife set, I went ahead and threw these away. I also wanted to trash this pink cup, so I just put the knives inside of it to prevent them from ripping open the trash. I did want to keep the little white bin, so I gave it a little scrub down, and I decided to store the paintbrushes in it. But of course, I went through the paintbrushes first, and I got rid of any of them that were not usable anymore. I've been wanting to declutter this cabinet for so long now. I'm so happy that it's finally done. It definitely was to the point where I was just shoving stuff inside of it, and none of it really made any sense. And honestly, I have no idea why we even have this many shot glasses. We literally never take shots. Most of them are my husband's, so I did have to be somewhat careful that I didn't throw away any of his precious little gems. But I did decide to donate these 2 little mini frosted glasses. We're never going to use them. And kid cups. Oh, the kid cups. They'll be the death of me. But I do have 3 little girls, so these are a necessity in this house. These are the style cups the girls like to take to school, so I did keep those just because they were all in good condition. I also had a random cup of plastic silverware in here. I decided to throw away the knives because we never use them, but I did keep the forks for them to take to school lunch. I'm not gonna lie, I did think about taking the easy way out and not taking out these liners, but after taking a good look, I knew I had to. I haven't wiped or cleaned underneath of them since we moved in this house in 2020. So it was certainly time. So I just took them out and gave everything a super good scrub down. And honestly, this part was done in no time. It really wasn't a big deal at all. I didn't have any new liner to lay down, so I just went ahead and reused the old ones. I did initially want to use this little glass jar for food, but it was all I had on hand, so I decided to just use it. For now, it condenses down the dish pods and it looks a lot cuter. I might eventually try to find something different and use that jar for the initial purpose, but for now, this gets the job done. And the reason I keep my dish pods up in this cabinet is just because it makes me feel a little bit safer with the kids. I wanted to make a special little place for my jars just because I've been reaching for them so much more often lately. Then I knew on one side I wanted to do glasses and then on the other a kid section. For me, it's easiest to have a section dedicated to kid stuff just because they know exactly where their things are. Then over here on this middle shelf, I decided I would do some alcohol glasses. But now that I'm looking back, I might rearrange this and put these up top next to the shot glasses. I'm thinking this would give me some more space for the kid cups because we have more Stanleys around here somewhere. But like I've been saying, perfection is not the goal and just done is better. I can always go back and rearrange a few things and reconfigure. I did end up throwing away quite a few things and I was super happy with the way that it turned out. I'm definitely starting to feel the payoff of all my hard work.